Most people lose arguments before they even open their mouth. Not because they are stupid, but because they treat every disagreement like a boxing match. I used to do that. I would swing for the knockout, get emotional, talk too fast, and then walk away thinking, I totally could have said that better. Sounds familiar? Real influence is not about humiliating someone. It is about guiding the conversation so your point actually lands. And yes, you can look like the winner even when you started off shaky. Not by lying, not by being toxic, but by steering the moment with calm, clean strategy. Today, I will show you 6 friendly methods, ranked from weakest to strongest, so you can use them in real life without turning into a villain. And one more thing. If you use these the right way, you will win more arguments, but you will also keep your relationships, and that is the real flex. Method 1. The slowdown rule. This one sounds too simple, which is why most people skip it. When someone hits you with a strong point, your brain panics. You speed up, your voice rises, and your words get messy. So do the opposite. Pause. Take a breath. Then speak slower than you normally would. Say something like, let me think about that for a second. That tiny pause does 3 things. It makes you look confident. It keeps you from saying something dumb. And it forces the other person to match your pace. Method 2. The agreement bridge. Most arguments fail in the first 10 seconds. The moment someone feels attacked, they stop listening. And then, it's not a discussion anymore. It is a fight. So instead of charging straight into your point, you build a bridge first. You do it by agreeing with something small and true. You say, I can see why you would think that. Or, you are right about one part of that. Then, you pivot. But here is the key. The pivot has to be gentle. No sarcasm, no fake compliments. Just calm. You can say something like, I agree with the goal, but I think we disagree on the best way to get there. This works because agreement lowers their guard. They stop fighting you and start listening for the next piece. Method 3. The question mirror. If you tell someone they are wrong, they defend their pride. But if you ask the right question, they examine their own logic. So instead of arguing, use questions that shine a light on the weak spot. Try something like, what would change your mind about that? How would that work in a real situation? What is the strongest evidence for the other side? Notice what these questions do. They do not attack the person. They test the idea. And here is the secret power move. When they answer, repeat their answer back in simpler words. Something like, so you are saying the main issue is cost, not quality. Did I get that right? That makes you look fair, and it makes them feel heard, which makes them less likely to fight you. Method 4. The frame swap. Most arguments are not about facts. They are about the frame. So your job is to pick a frame that makes your position feel reasonable. If someone says, this is too expensive, you can fight on price, or you can swap the frame. You say, if we only look at the price tag, it seems expensive. But if we look at the long-term cost of not buying it, it is cheap. If someone says, that idea will never work, you can swap the frame again. You say, maybe it will not work perfectly on the first try, but it is a strong first step, and we can improve it fast. Frames are powerful because they decide what counts as a good point. If you control the frame, you control the argument. Method 5. The rule of 3. Human brains love 3s. 3 points feels complete. It feels confident and prepared. So when you make your case, give 3 reasons, not 7, not 2, 3. Here is a simple pattern. First, the principle, what you believe. Second, the proof, one clear example. Third, the payoff, why it matters. For example, I think this is the right move because it protects our time, it reduces mistakes, and it gives us better results. If the other person gets emotional, do the same thing with empathy. I hear you. This is frustrating, it feels unfair, and you want clarity. That alone can diffuse a heated moment instantly. Method 6. The clean close. This is the strongest method, and it is not a cruel comeback. It is a calm ending that leaves you looking like the adult in the room. You summarize, you set a boundary, and you offer one next step. Summarize. Okay, so we agree on the goal and we disagree on the approach. Boundary. I am happy to keep talking if we stay specific and respectful. Next step. If you want, we can list the top 2 options and compare them. This is the conversation closer because it forces the argument to become either productive or over. And if the other person refuses, you still win because you look calm and reasonable. You can say, okay, let us pause here. We can pick this up later when we both have more space for it. That is how you walk away calm and still look like the winner. Now, let's tie it all together. If you want maximum impact, stack the methods. Start with the slowdown rule, then use the agreement bridge. Switch to the question mirror to test the logic. Use a frame swap to make your point feel fair. Deliver 3 clean reasons. And if it is going nowhere, use the clean close. And here is the most important line in the whole video. If you find out you are wrong, upgrade your position in public. Say, that is a good point. I'm updating my view. That's not weakness, that's status. Because the real goal is not to win one argument. The goal is to be the person people trust, the person people listen to, and the person who can lead a tense conversation without burning everything down. If you want, drop a comment with the most annoying type of argument you keep running into, and think of which method to use first. If this helped, hit like and subscribe so more people can find it. Thank you for listening. Until the next one, bye.